All right, everybody. I'm finally getting back to doing another permaculture update of my backyard and front yard and everything. And the first thing I want to show you is I've been doing a lot of work on my front yard this year, beginning of this year, and this basically in the winter I started it. This area was getting very swampy, so I installed a French drain, and that basically catches the water there and moves it to here. And I'm probably gonna have it continue down the slope where it can water my plum trees. I also installed this small herb spiral. This is brand new. I just got the herbs in a couple days ago, and I'll show you over here where the side yard is. All right, this is the side yard. You can see the front yard right there. Keeping the elevation higher there so the water doesn't pool. I added this step in, and then I've just been kind of working the land to try to move the water, and this really does work. And this is kind of going semi on contour, so it kind of grabs the water and puts the water into the ground here. And then in the side yard I put all my plum trees. So I have 5 plum trees now. This one's bare root, and then the other 3 are from pots about a year or 2 ago now. I'm not sure. In between the plums, I'm gathering grass clippings and leaves and basically making beds. I'll be kind of like cropping in between there. Added this new garden bed here. The underneath is all wire mesh because I had trouble with voles or moles eating my potatoes. So this year I put wire mesh. I built a bed here and put wire mesh down below to act as protection. There's another plum tree. This one's bare root as well. I'm installing this is going to be a cold frame here. It's already a cold frame. It's just kind of ghetto. I want to, it's going to be about 4 feet tall. And when it's opened, I want to be able to step into it. That's kind of the goal. So we'll see how that works out. But this is the south facing side of the house. There's a lot of invasive flowers here. So what I did was just buried them with leaves and put like a compost pile on top. And now I'm planting into the compost pile. Doing strawberries. And then, as you can see here, I'm doing more potatoes. This is another strategy I'm trying where essentially I made a V out of these potatoes, out of this landscape fabric, and I covered them during the cold season, and now I'm opening them up to let them breathe. And then my idea is hopefully this will prevent the voles and moles from going into where the spuds are. That's the goal, at least. We'll see if that actually works out. Alright, this fence line, I'm doing peas again, just because the peas really work out great over here. Also doing strawberries. It gets a lot of morning sun, and then it gets shady in the afternoon, which is when strawberries want shade. They don't like to be dried out. And this has got some St. John's wort here. This is a great herb for people with depression and stuff. I don't know if this is windy, so sorry if it is. You can see my little nurseries going on here, hardening plants off. Tons and tons of plants. I start all of these inside in the basement. Eventually I'll get a greenhouse to start them earlier, but you can kind of see I got more peppers still going in there, incubating. Alright, I'm going to show you the next area where I'm kind of hardening off more plants, more tomatoes. Right, and you can see here, this is kind of my nursery area as well for herbs and stuff. So you can see I got some sage back there, cilantro, feverfew, thyme. I'm growing some garlic bulbils right there. So yeah, it's kind of an area I tend to a lot because it's really close to the door, just to get things started and then moved out and divided. And then also my shed here, I converted it into kind of a really sunny window to grow these guys. Eventually I'll get it insulated and it'll act more as a greenhouse. But for now, it's kind of just a nice sunny window to keep the tomatoes going and to keep the wind off them. But I'll be planting those out in the next week or so because they're ready. The weather's happy. Catnip. My long-term goal is to get grapes to grow into a trellis in front of that shed. Here's a bed full of strawberries, and I'm trying to put asparagus from seed all interplanted. We'll see if that works out. Another garden bed. I put wire mesh on this one as well because I'm doing potatoes here as well. And doing lettuce this year. I'm trying to keep the peas on the north side of the bed since they grow so tall. Lots of garlic here. This Hugelkultur has apple trees growing into it. You got mint here, and you got arugula and radishes. And that apple tree's waking up, which is good news. Got some kale here. These are wild onion / garlic. I'm not really sure which one they are, but it's good either way. And I saved all the bulbils, and look at it, it's like a mat of grass. It's just all this is from those seeds. So my idea is to try to get a cold, hardy onion / garlic that grows here without me having to do any work. More strawberries. Got some, the wind. Got some apple trees from seed going. Those ones are pretty tall. Those are like a year or two old. Pawpaw trees. What else? Oh yeah. All these raspberries are coming in from the neighbor's yard. I've been starting to move them over and propagate them, which is good news. All right, another view of basically my small orchard that's going on. Across the back, that's all pears and apples, really close together just to try to keep them small. And then I got peach trees all in here. And then in the very back there's a mulberry. And then on this fence line I have elderberry and grapes that I just installed. Well, the grapes were a couple years ago, but the elderberry was this year. And then I built this compost station. I'm going to try to step up my compost game. Mostly leaves and grass clippings. But basically I just trimmed the bark off the bottoms of these branches, used a post hole digger, dig them, and then just put the fence up. It was about a half a day's worth of work. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Hopefully the next video you'll see the system kind of come to life. Right now you can kind of see the bones of the system, but next you're going to see the production of the system, hopefully. So I will keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Bye.